Greetings, Commanders. This is Cadger. I have arrived over here in the first of the EAFOTS sector systems, the one where one of the listing posts is. I was just out there at the Zerara, checked all that out, and now I'm over here. This is EAFOTS EU-R C4-1A. I just popped in here. It is some distance from the Zerara. The Zerara was out here. So I have returned now back along this line, and I am now here. So I'm still past the Heart and Soul nebulas, but these three systems here are where the listening posts were found, and since I'm out here I want to check them out since I've never visited them myself yet. You can see there's an unregistered comms beacon in this system. Right over there. Looks like there's a bug. There's two of them right next to each other. I think there's only supposed to be one. And I have not explored the rest of the system, but one of these is the one that has the listening post on it. So let's go over and have a quick peek at the comms satellite first. That's how the listening post was found. As far as I know, anyway, the comms beacon gives some information about which planet it is on. It doesn't give coordinates. And then somebody with a lot more patience than me searched until they found it. I just want to see what these satellites look like. I believe I've seen one before. What is that there? I guess it's part of the sun's corona, is it? There? I guess so. I've never seen that come out that far from the star before. Interesting, though. I'm actually close enough to fuel scoop. That's how close the satellite is. There it is. Oh. Those are kind of cool looking, eh? Look at that. Oop. I think I'm interfering with it. It can't spin because my ship is too close. Oh, let me back up the ship a little bit. There. Oops. Now I'm too far away. Yeah, I think this is like the one I saw before. Pretty much. I'm not sure how you hear the messages from them. I think you just have to wait till it broadcasts every so often, once an hour, something. Not entirely sure about that. Stop. It's cool looking though. Alright. So now to go to the necessary planet. Now, whoops. I wanted system map. This is the system map here. It will of course be one of these down here. So a considerable distance. I'll have to fly down there, but it's one of these landable planets. I have it written down which one it is, but I think I'm going to go down there and scan them all anyway. Just because I'm here, I might as well scan the system and have some fun with that. So I guess I'll head down this way. I won't make you watch the long super cruise down there, but once I get down there and have something cool, I will be back. Alright, be back in a minute. Or some minutes. I am approaching C2, which is the planet that the listening post is supposedly on. Nothing shows up on my scanner or on my contacts list though, so I do have the coordinates written down, and I will just have to navigate my way over there. So there it is. Finally located it. It's on the top of this very sheer cliff here. There it is. Okay. So it is the correct coordinates I had. Just very difficult to see in the dark and on this rocky terrain. Now I had heard from some other commanders who've been out here that at least one of the data points is actually easier to reach with your ship because of the way the base is on the edge here like this. Probably a little bit of a bug that it's this far out on the edge, but that's where it is. Sort of embedded in the side. It doesn't look that good to me. There we are. I see a data point there, the orange thing. So this is my chance to try scanning one of those from my ship. Used to only be able to scan these from your SRV, which would have meant climbing down. But in theory, I should be able to scan it with my new data link scanner. If I line it up just right. We know how picky it is from the Zurara. So let's see if I can get in close enough to scan it with the ship. Let's see. it's on my contacts. No, it's not on contacts yet. I have to get closer to it, I guess. Can't really get much closer to it with the anaconda. Its nose is too long. Might not be doable in an anaconda. The guy I saw doing it was probably in an asp or something. Yeah, I don't think I can get close enough. Kind of funny. Yeah, my nose is right against it. As you can see, the anaconda can't scan that thing. If I tipped my nose up, but I have to have my nose pointed right at it to scan it, so I know that I won't be able to scan that. Alright, well, it's still kind of interesting. Alright, so since I obviously cannot possibly scan that, I will have to do it in the SRV by climbing down the cliff. But before we do that, we need to land over here. So let's go land over here. At least there's a flat spot over here where we can be, looks like. There we go. Three of 6. All right, well, let's get them all and then we'll read them when we're done. Find out the the answers. What happened here at this base? One, two, three, 5. Oh, look, there's materials on the ground too. Interesting. Heat exchangers. And hybrid capacitors, and what all else here? Galvanizing alloys. There, I think I've reached it. I did. On the side. Hilarious. Yeah, alright. So what do I have now? I have... Oh, and I got classified scan data. I still have 1, 2, 3. So I'm still missing number 4. And I can't actually see my transactions panel, but I probably got some kind of a package out of that. Alright, so let's get back up to the very top of everything again. Wow, this is rough. This is actually kind of useful being able to see it from here, though. All right, let's get up out of here. There. Alright, we made it back up top. Alright, I just need to find the one that I have not yet scanned. Oh, look, there's chemical manipulators. I don't even know if I need any, but they're laying there. Let's see. How many do I have? No, I've got a bunch of them. Okay. Hey, if you need chemical manipulators, all you gotta do is fly all the way out here and get them. Alright, that's not what I need, though. Okay. Now we should have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Also, I don't see a transaction here other than the classified scan databanks. Alright. So getting all that was an adventure. Let's have a look at these logs. This is the Alpha mission. Why the hell are we out here? No one seems to know. It's taken months. We're still not there. Wherever there is, we're dropping these beacons. Supposedly nobody knows what they're for. If they do, they ain't telling. Makes no sense. There's nothing out here. Who would come all this way anyway? Still traveling. Jump drive malfunctioned today. That made an interesting diversion. It's going to take a while to fix. This area of space is freaking me out. Could have sworn I heard some weird voices in the last jump. We're a long way from home. We're struggling to plot a course now. We're leaving the galactic arm and the jumps are getting longer. I can verify that as pretty sparse out here. Finally fixed the drive. More monotony. Can't believe it's nearly 6 months since we set out from Reedquat. Did I say Reedquat? I meant Reort. It's getting to me, this endless emptiness. The guys are showing the strain. 3 more months before we can turn and head back. Stars are thinning out. You can see the whole galaxy just hanging there. The darkness grows. The galaxy is faint and dim behind us. I'm told this place has been nicknamed the Formadine Rift. Apparently that means fear in some old Earth language. It's an apt name. Some of the guys are going space crazy out here in the void. We had to sedate one guy. He went completely doolally. I've not seen another soul for weeks. Just us and this ship alone in the darkness. I'm scared. Help me, someone. I can't bear another jump. The lights in witch space are coming for me. The lights. Always the lights. They're calling to me. A siren song. I must join them. Automated telemetry report. Canopy blast boats activated. Life support malfunction. Crew vital signs terminated. Ship systems engaging standby mode. Distress beacon activated. So that's all we know from this particular listening post. Interesting story, though. The whole thing's been pretty fascinating to me. Alright, I'm at the second system where listening post was found. You can see there's an unregistered comms beacon here. This one's not around the main star, though. It's around the 4th star in the system. This one. And this planet is the one that we're going to, that has the listening post on it, hopefully. So we'll be going down there. Nice view of the Heart and Soul nebulas from here as I'm approaching the planet on which the listening post is. Okay, I'm coming up on the next listening post. This one's a lot easier to spot. It's not on the edge of anything, and it's actually on the light side of the planet at the moment. So there it is. I see it coming up. And there it is, the listening post, with a bit more of the story. Alright, let's go down and take a look. one over there. And this is the beta mission, 3 of 6. I'm going to remove the other ones so that I don't get confused. Alright. We didn't get any money from the last one, but we might from this one. Yeah, we got some materials. Nothing that I needed, but you know. No, doesn't look like I get anything for them. What do we got now? 2, 3, and 5. Been quite a bit of speculation by the other players about what these things are. I mean, they look a little bit like gateways, and it looks like the SRVs went under them. Maybe they're loading platforms or something, I don't know. Beta site, though, it says that pretty clearly. I don't know what this is. It looks like a bug. A bugged out piece of something. This whole thing is kind of floating above the surface. We'll just pretend it isn't like that. One, two, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So we're still missing one of them. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Been traveling for weeks past this amazing twin nebula just recently. About the only interesting sight on the whole trip. We're a long way out now. I don't think anyone else has been this far. Still, pay is good. Stars have thinned out and we've started dropping our cargo. Looks like some kind of long-range beacon to me. It's all hush-hush. No questions asked stuff. Heard some of the senior bods talking about a dynasty project. Careless talk and all that. Nothing prepared me for the boredom. It's really dark out here. Really dark. Darker than normal space. There's hardly any stars ahead of us. Just blackness. The void. Picked up some kind of signal yesterday. Looks like the crew weren't expecting it. Got them proper rattled. There's definitely something very strange about this area of space. Won't be sad to turn around and head home. Last batch of cargo due today. The hyperdrive has malfunctioned. We tried jumping and got yanked straight back out, so we're stuck here. Randomius knows where. We can't fix it. Hyperdrive is dead. Lucky we're in a system with a habitable world. We've sent a distress call, but who knows if anyone will ever hear it. We're going to abandon ship. If anyone finds this, we're in. Automated telemetry report, power failure. I can't help but read it that way. So these guys, their hyperdrive failed. There's been a lot of speculation, of course, about what the habitable world they were on was around. I mean, these logs are picked up here. The reason that we can scan them here is because this base picked up the transmissions and stored them. But they didn't originate from here, so this is not the world that's being referred to. The ship itself went somewhere, and hyperdrive got destroyed in some way. They don't know why, probably. Doesn't say why, anyway. And we don't know where that ship went, or in really much of anything about it. It hasn't been found. It may still be there to be found, but we don't know. Alright, I'm approaching the planet the last one is on. It's the third planet here. And the comms beacon is floating around this planet. You can actually see it up there. See it up there. So let's get down onto here and see what we find. And I hope it's on the late side. There it is right underneath me there. More manipulators sitting out here. Interesting. Alright, so let's scan the logs here. Quite a lot of materials here, actually. Even some polymer capacitors. Which are usually pretty hard to get. I think I have enough of those too, though. I've done a lot of looking for things like that, so oh, I have 15 of them. I could pick them up, I guess. One, two, three, four, five, so I'm still missing one of them. Well, they're all here, so let's see. There we go. Alright, let's see what the story is here. Looks like I drew a short straw somewhere along the line. These long-range missions pay well, but it's a year out in the void. A year! We're out far beyond the frontier. Boys call this place the Formadine Rift. Apparently, that just means terror in some old Earth language. Nice. Just looks like space to me. More space to me. Finally arrived in place after 5 months of hyperspace travel. Now we have 2 months of laying a bunch of beacons before another 5 months travel back home. At least I'll have enough credits to retire by then. Supposedly there are a bunch of other ships out here doing the same job as us, but no comms allowed. All a bit strange. It's vast and lonely out here. Pretty much the whole galaxy is behind us. Getting to some of the crew. We picked up some kind of bizarre signal yesterday. Whatever it was wasn't human. At least that's the scuttlebutt going around the decks. Everyone is looking out of the canopies now. We're seeing some strange lights during hyperspace transits. Terror? Yeah, we got some of that. We're done and we're heading home. Picked up some heat signatures in the last system. Definitely something there. Wasn't any profile I had seen before. Something was watching us. There's something evil out here, and it doesn't like company. Alright, so there's the story from this place. We don't know, of course, where they ended up. We do know that none of them ever got all the way home. So wherever these guys went, they didn't wind up home. They may have wound up somewhere else. The only thing we know for sure is that none of the expeditions returned to their original setting out point. So let's do a little flyover here. Have a look at this base. Similar to the other bases, this one doesn't have the hydroponics, so this one will have some other function. It has the loading platform, and it has this strange thing here. There have been some questions about what this is. Some people were hoping it was some sort of teleporter that would take you somewhere. And it does look like the SRV is supposed to go up there. But nothing happens when you actually go up there, so authorized vehicles only. Looks like some kind of loading platform to me. I don't know what it is. And this, of course, looks like some sort of transmission tower, I would guess. This is probably the device that picked up the transmissions of those logs that we just read. Again, the ship that transmitted those logs is not here. It's went somewhere. We don't know where. It's not been found. Apparently, it headed home, but we don't know where it ended up. Don't know where it ended up. If you hear a bunch of noise in the background, that's believe it or not, that's my rabbit. My rabbit is on a... He's decided to rearrange his cage, so he's ripping up the floor, which is made of cardboard. He does that sometimes. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Between him and the pug, and lately the construction crew out back, they're putting in some sort of storage area thing back there. It's been a vacant lot the whole time since I've lived here, but now they're suddenly deciding to build something there. Well, I did get a package eventually, so it took a while to show up, but this is from the last base, actually, because that was where the data point was. There aren't any at this one. 7.3 mil wasn't too bad then. I'll turn it in and I'll take it. Notice that they do show up on your scanner after you've visited them. So the first time you come, you have to use the coordinates, and then after that you just have to get pretty close, within 1,000, I assume 1,000 light seconds, and then you can see them. So when you're landing, the next time I come here, if I ever do, it'll be easier for me to find. I have returned to Farside Expedition Base. So I can turn in whatever I've collected so far. I can redeem my intel package that I got out there at the one base. There we go. And then turn in any exploration data that I have so far. I think I'm currently at 13% Ranger. $4 million. 2 more millions, so that's 6. It's mostly now about the exploration rank. Credits are necessary for getting that up, and I kind of want to get that up there. Another almost 5, so 11 approximately. Quite a few in there. There's another, so it's 12 and a half, something like that. And another half, so 13. Another 1.2, so 14.2, I guess. Alright, there we go. That probably won't have moved. I'll have to log off and on real quick to see what my exploration rank is now. It should have gone up a little bit anyway. I'd like to get that one to elite. I think I can. That would be my first elite on here. Oh, I got all the way to 31%. So I'm currently Ranger. The next one is Pioneer. And the next one after that's Elite, I think. Yeah, pretty good. And made some money too, so that's all good. Alright, so basically what I've done at this point is I was out there at the Zerara, out here, and then I made my way back to the listening posts, which are here, and now I've come here to turn in my data, and now I will be winding my way back there. I got to get rid of all these were my original path out here, but I'm going to take a different path back just so I get different exploration data. So I'll delete all of those. This is the slightly sideways I had to go in order to get around this. There's a dark area here where there's not much stars, so I had to plot around it a little bit. Not too bad with the 50 light year range I have. It wasn't too bad. I had to go a little ways out of my way though. So yeah, I want to get back to the bubble in the next few days so that I can join in with the there's a buckyball race I want to do on the 6th of May, which is 3 days from now. And there's also a CG coming up for the Canon group. They're going to be building their own megaship and getting their own faction and stuff. I'd like to be part of that. There's even a decal that you can earn if you get allied with their faction there. So you can get a little Canon decal to put on your ship. So those are my plans, and I will start plotting my way back now. So thanks for joining me on this little expedition. It's been fun so far. I do enjoy coming out and doing a bit of exploration. Gets me away from the everyday back and forth missions and stuff that I normally do. Although I've been doing a lot less missions lately. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back next time.